What's going on, guys? Today we're back with another amazing video, and we're gonna go deep again. I think a little part two to how to actually visualize, how to create worlds and the life of your dreams with visualization. And we're gonna start right back at our core foundation, what we know. We gotta always remember that we are one with God, the Creator, one with the Creator, right? We are not who we really think we are, like this physical form. Yes, we are human, but we are one with the Creator, one with God, and we are here to create. Now we are all that is, right? We can say I am to anything. We have that ability to say I am to anything. And you know how you have those coincidences when you just think of something and it appears, right? Like a pink car. Okay, I want to see a pink car and it just appears. Because you kind of there's no importance to that, right? There's no importance to that. You just like, I just want to see a pink car. You see a pink car. That's what I did. I saw a pink car in the next 2 days. I think I saw a pink car that day, but next 2 days doesn't matter. It's instant. And then the next part is that there is only now. That's why it appeared. Because there's only now, and you're like, I saw a pink car. Like that's you. That happened. So you saw a pink car, and it just unfolded into you being able to see it, because it's all happening here and now, and that perspective is the perspective you had on your life. Like you were able to recreate your past, in a sense, because you said, or I said, I saw a pink car. I saw a pink car and a pink car appeared. But I rewrote my past, where I said I saw a pink car. I saw a pink car, and then boom, it appears. And then number 4 in our foundation list is there are no conditions to be met for you to be able to achieve and live the life of your dreams. I saw a pink car. Did I see a pink car? Did any pink car appear? Did I need to feel like, okay, let me lock in. Let me feel like I see a pink car. Let me feel like I'm driving the pink car. Nope. I just said I saw a pink car. No conditions to be met to be living the life of your dreams, to see a pink car. And then what did we say number 5 was? We added that time is here to show the change in our realities, to make it make sense to a degree, but to allow everything to unfold perfectly. So you're not looking at time to be like, oh, when is it gonna happen? No, it's like, okay, this time that is passing is here to create the change that I want. Not create the change, to unfold my desires into here and now, into in front of my face right now. Because we are human, we are living in this 3D experience, but it is not separate. It's not separate from us. It's more of, we need to understand that graph, right? This is us, the observer, and everything is here, right? Everything is here, right? And then now we're looking at the 3D, right, or whatever's outside of us as over here, kind of separate from us. But when we are able to take this, put it here, put it back into these infinite possibilities, these infinite experiences that are all happening right here, right now, simultaneously, right? When you're able to put it in here, now you are able to choose who you want to be, where you want to live, knowing that there are no conditions to be met, that you're all that is, meaning all experiences, all possibilities, all I ams, all identities. Everything's happening here and now, and there are no conditions to be met because you're here. But then right here, happening at the same time, is what you want. So if you're here down bad, there are no conditions for you that need to be met to get to here and living the life of your dream, because it's happening at the same time. You just need to acknowledge that this is who you really are. This is your birthright. This is your lifestyle. And then, choose now. You decide, now that's where I want to live. That's where I put my focus on. And then that's where you take away all the importance on this outside, because you have integrated into here, knowing that what's also happening is exactly what you want. And now you have declared, and now you have the perception, even though this does feel solid, right? It does feel solid. Now you can have the perception that everything's unfolding perfectly into exactly what you want, because you are experiencing what you want. Because this does feel solid. Also, we could bring in like a little Joe Dispenza before we get into the visualization part, right? I saw in his book, I saw in his book, I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Changing Your Habits or something. And he talked about how we are 99% energy and 0.000001% matter, right? So that applies to everything, because everything is made up of atoms. Atoms are actually 99% energy. And I just ChatGPT'd it beforehand to really make sure if he was telling the truth. But when I read his book, it really made sense. He explained it fully. I would have to go back and read it. I just got off my flight, so I just wanted to make this YouTube video. But I'd have to go back and read it. But he explained it really well, and it made sense, and it's incredible to showcase that everything around us is just 0.001% matter. Yes, the electrons and protons and neutrons within that atom create the forces to be able to physically touch things, instead of having that empty space around us that atoms are really mostly filled up with. But we know that everything is really energy. And then you combine it with another scientific fact, the quantum particle theory or something, like where you're focusing on one thing and you can't see any other option because you are focused on that one thing. But then when you take that focus and put it on a different part of reality or a different perspective, you're able to see that, and then that other perception or focus that you were focusing on closes and disappears. That I could be wrong about, but let me get away from this topic, because it's just more of a scientific thing instead of the foundational facts that we know who we are based off religious texts, and add in a little bit of like understanding that we can say I am to everything, we are every single perspective. But now that we know these facts, now we can visualize. We can now visualize what is happening in our lives that we would like to see and prefer. Now we can visualize how we would have liked things to be in the past, right? We can visualize, okay, instead of me losing money, oh, I made lots of money. I learned this skill really quickly and I continuously made lots of money. The money is coming in every single day. My wealth increases. Did I get rejected by that girl? Nope. This is how it actually went. And when thoughts and visuals that come into your head that show the opposite of what you've declared, you can absolutely integrate that here as well, because it's all happening. You don't have to be like, why did that happen? No, because it's all happening. And be like, nope, you deny that, and then you visualize what actually happened. Be like, no, I'm a winner. That's what I prefer, so that's what happened, and that's where I live. And you know everything unfolds perfectly for you to live in that winning feeling, live in that winner mentality, no matter what. Even if you're feeling like a loser, even if everything is coming down on you, like you're just losing and losing and losing. Nope. I prefer this, so I'm living here because I know that I'm actually experiencing that right now, because I'm all it is. I'm here and now. I'm one with God. I'm one with the Creator. I have that power. I've been bestowed that power because that is my birthright. That's my lifestyle now, because I understand the message that the people that wrote the Bible and all religious texts have been trying to send us, right? And the powerful YouTubers or people that speak on this subject have been trying to instill in everybody living on this planet, that all things are possible because all things are happening at right now. You just need to decide where and when you want to live. And what really strengthens that process is visualizing, right? Visualizing, not from trying to get somewhere, but understanding these foundations, and then you visualize what you want. Then you visualize your past being completely different from what you really thought it was, right? Because everything is just a visualization at the end of the day. Everything is just a visualization. You are visualizing your memories, your past. You're visualizing your future. But it's happening now. That perspective is happening now. So understand these foundations. I'm the creator. I'm one with God. I'm all that is. Everything's happening here and now. There are no conditions that need to be met for me to get what I want. And time is just there to showcase the change and the unfolding that I decided will happen because I am choosing to experience the life of my dreams, because I'm experiencing that and I am that right here, right now. It's already done because I'm all that is and everything's happening here and now. In that perspective I have, I will continuously choose that and deny or integrate everything that I don't prefer. I integrate everything I don't prefer back into all that is, remembering who I am, and then focusing back on that perspective that I want. And the integration process can be, you can visualize yourself taking that 3D, that or whatever that feels outside of you, right? Feels outside of you, and then seeing it come back into that infinite experience catalog that you have, right? Because you're the observer and chooser in God. And then, okay, I put it back here, now I choose this. And I see everything now as everything unfolding perfectly into this, into what I want. So I brush everything that I don't want or don't prefer off. I just brush it off. I'm like, okay, I actually am making so much money. My life has taken off tremendously, or my life's always been good. I've always been making lots of money. I always had to love my life. I love my life. I've always been good at this skill, or I've always had so many hobbies, so many friends, so many social groups. And yeah, that's the power of visualization and integration. Visualizing yourself integrating everything back into that infinite catalog that you really are, and observe everything, then choose where you want to live and follow the principles that I've laid as this foundation. And if it's hard to see yourself integrating that back into who you are, let's see if we come with a visualization right now. Like, look at yourself as the observer looking down, and all infinite realities are right here. And now all infinite realities are like right here, right? And now you have this that feels so outside of you. Like, okay, let's say worst case scenario, right? I think of something like my girl cheats on me. Oof, that would suck. That would suck, but I know it's always happening because there's infinite realities right here, right now. I'm just observing all of them. And this, because it's out here, I feel like it's away from me, it's separate from me, but I see myself integrated back into here. I'm observing everything, and it's always been happening. Like, that's a possibility, that's an experience that's happening. It's always been happening. My girl cheats on me, but that's okay. I integrated back in here because it's always happening. It's nothing to fix, nothing to be like, why this happened, because it's always happening. That's a perspective. I am the man that had his girlfriend cheat on me, but then I can say anything after that, right? I am the man that has a loving, fulfilling relationship, and a man that understands his concept and has his girl in love with him, infatuated with me, right? Integrated. Okay, I choose this now, right? And then I look at everything unfolding perfectly into exactly what I want, and I keep integrating, keep visualizing like that. Now I change the past, right? I don't have that perspective. Like, when I had that visual of the past that I don't prefer, integrate it back in here, visualize the integration, and then choose a different visual that aligns with how I would prefer things to be, and that is my past now. That's my past, right? But we understand that our perspective right here, right now, is what is happening right here, right now. Right? So that is golden. Golden, guys. Like, we're setting ourselves up right now to live the life of our dreams. Like, we should all be grateful and thankful for whatever's going on, because we know that it is a part of all that is. That we just gotta be grateful for this understanding, right? And understand that everything's unfolding perfectly for you to understand this perfectly and live it and be it, embody it. But yes, guys, I'm happy if you stay till the end. If you practice this visualization, not trying to get somewhere, because you're not trying to get somewhere with this visualization, right? You are literally being what you want to be. You are being the process, right? There's no processes outside of you. You are the process. You get to choose what process you want to choose, and you get to choose if it works, right? But this is not a process. This is who you are. This is now who you are. It's not a process. And when you have that, where is it? Why didn't it work? Integrate it back. That perspective. Integrate that perspective into all that is, right? That's a perspective that you will always be having. It's always happening. It's not, why am I having that perspective? It's, yeah, okay, I did think, why is this happening? Where is my stuff? When do I get my stuff? All right, integrate it back into here. Understand your foundation, and then choose again. Now choose where you want to be. Choose what you prefer. And the thought that you prefer is, oh, I understand this. I understand that it's not why is this happen? Where is the things that I want? It's always right here. It's right here, right now. I am living the life of my dreams. I have everything that I ever wanted to have, and I'm blessed. Guys, this is golden, and I love talking about this thing, and I love living it. I love living it because that's who I am. I live like this. It's phenomenal. All right, that's it for today, guys. Time to knock out. You guys have a wonderful day, because you're always having a wonderful day. Follow my social, they're in the description. Cheers and stay blessed.